Hello everyone, Ayan this side and you're watching my YouTube channel. In this video we will learn about a concept known as central dogma. To be more precise, the central dogma of molecular biology. Now what does this word central dogma means? Now central dogma, this dogma word means a principle or set of principles laid down by an authority as incontrovertibly true. That means this is something that is told and you cannot question that saying. You have to believe that saying without questioning. That means counter questioning that set of belief or principle is not allowed. And what is central? Central means something which is in the core of a set of belief system or different concepts. Like in case of central dogma of molecular biology, this specific dogma is the core or foundational material of the entire molecular biology. Similarly, a central dogma means a dogma, that means a dictum or a principle which is incontrovertibly true or without questioning, and that forms the most important or principal basis of something. Now, this concept of central dogma of molecular biology was proposed by Francis Crick, the same Francis Crick who proposed the double helical model of DNA along with Sir James D. Watson. Right. Now, let's understand what the central dogma of molecular biology is. Now, the central dogma of molecular biology says the flow of genetic information is unidirectional. That means it flows from DNA to RNA to protein. From DNA by means of transcription, RNAs are made. From RNA by means of translation, proteins are made. Now, DNA are the reservoir copy or storage copy of genetic information, RNA are the functional copy of genetic information, and proteins are the functional element of the genetic information or functional end product of genetic information. Now from DNA to DNA can be made by replication, but RNA or protein cannot be made in between. They have to be made from DNA. That means genetic information can flow in only one direction, that is from DNA towards proteins, and not in the opposite direction. Now this basic idea that genetic information flow is unidirectional and it is from DNA to RNA to protein is the central dogma of molecular biology. But after certain discoveries or certain observations, the central dogma of molecular biology was amended and it was revised and was given a revised central dogma of molecular biology. Now, according to this revised central dogma of molecular biology, everything is same as central dogma of molecular biology, but over here, the biologists observed that from RNA, DNA can be produced by means of a process known as reverse transcription. Now from DNA to RNA, the process is transcription, but if we come in back direction or in reverse direction, that will be simply known as reverse transcription. Now certain biological systems show reverse transcriptions in their body. Right. Now this made a change in the central dogma of molecular biology. This shook the very basis of molecular biology's central dogma, that is genetic information flow is unidirectional. It was amended that it can be bidirectional at certain stages. Till now, no specific evidence has been reported on reverse translation. Reverse translation is not seen yet, but reverse transcription is seen. Now, why central dogma was revised? There were two exceptions to central dogma of molecular biology. One was Teminism, the second one was prion diseases. These two led to the formation of revised central dogma of molecular biology. What does Teminism means? Teminism is the phenomenon of reverse transcription by using a specific enzyme known as reverse transcriptase in certain retroviruses like HIV. We will deal with it in details while we will be learning about HIV. And what is prion disease? Prions are certain proteins who can change the folding of different proteins without involvement of DNA or RNA. That means prions can bring about change in proteins without the involvement of DNA and RNA. And in case of Teminism, DNA can be formed from RNA, which is backflow of genetic information. Now these two exceptions led to the revision of central dogma of molecular biology. I hope after this video your concept of central dogma of molecular biology and its revision is very clear, as well as you have understood what is meant by dogma and why it is a central dogma. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, share this video among your friends, and if you enjoyed this educational content, please hit the like button so that you never miss a video from my channel. And also press the bell icon so that you can be a part of our notification squad. See you in the next one.